Well, legend has it that on a cold, wet day in Ireland in 1943, Chef Joe Sheridan warmed up a group of weary travelers with a cup of hot coffee spiked with Irish whiskey and topped with a dollop of whipped cream, and the classic Irish coffee was born. So here now on National Irish Coffee Day from Slane Whiskey is Jessie Lorraine. So thank you so much for being here. I was telling you before we hopped on here that my family loves Irish whiskey. I actually have a bottle of Slane at my house. So before you make the classic Irish coffee, talk to us about Slane Irish whiskey and what sets it apart from other whiskeys.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having us today. So, Slane Irish Whiskey is a whiskey distillery and brand that was developed in partnership between Brown Forman, which many people know is the company that owns Jack Daniels, and the Cunningham family of the Slane Castle. So, the Cunninghams have been involved with the Slane Castle for about 300 years now, and they have a long history of music at the castle and family, and they wanted to create an Irish whiskey that went right along with that. So, Slane is a really special, delicious, smooth whiskey that utilizes three different types of barrels. We're using Virgin American Oak, ex-Tennessee whiskey barrels, and ex-sherry barrels to make a really complex and amazing flavor profile.
I love it. Okay, so you mentioned music there. So let's talk more about Slane's connection to music.
Absolutely. So Henry Cunningham, who is the father of the co-founder duo, he began hosting and producing really large-scale music concerts at Slane Castle in 1981. And since then, we've been doing shows. So our very first show ever was Thin Lizzy with, at the time, a very tiny Irish band called U2 opening up for them. And over the last now 40 plus years, we've had acts like the Foo Fighters, Metallica, Madonna, Oasis performing. And actually, in this last year, we had Harry Styles perform, which really ushered in a much younger, more exciting music audience to the Slane Castle.
Well, I love that, and you know I've been to Ireland, and I've had many Irish coffees and many hot whiskeys, and there's nothing like drinking whiskey and listening to music, and that's sort of the culture over there. It's just all pub culture. It's music all the time, and whiskey and Guinness everywhere. So and it does get very cold. So let's talk about Irish coffee. What is an Irish coffee? How do you make it?
Yes, so an Irish coffee is a fantastic cocktail that is one of the most popular cocktails in the States, and has been around for a really long time. And so we're celebrating National Irish Coffee Day with this very simple, delicious cocktail. So I'm going to walk you through how to make it. You're going to grab your Slane Irish whiskey first. I always like to make two at a time, one for me, one for you. But we're going to start with about an ounce and a quarter of Slane Irish whiskey. And I love Slane. I really think it's the best Irish whiskey for an Irish coffee because it has these beautiful banana notes, caramelized sugar, like a light nuttiness that pairs so well with the coffee. Now, traditional Irish coffees will use just regular sugar. We're amping it up a little bit today by using a vanilla-infused Demerara syrup. But if you have
Oh.
regular simple syrup or sugar at home, that works too. So we're going to do, depending on your sweetness, about a quarter to a half an ounce of that. I'm going to use a half an ounce of this one.
I love that. And I love that it's syrup too, because I know that some places will do a sugar cube.
Absolutely. And it works either way. One of my favorite places that does Irish coffees is really credited it for popularizing it in the States. But the Buena Vista in San Francisco, they do the classic sugar cube. I really like
Yes.
it's a little bit easier at home with the simple syrup because you don't have to let it dissolve so much.
Yeah.
So from there, all we're going to do is we're going to top it off with our hot coffee. If you have espresso at home or anything like that, you can use that. And then we're using a traditional Irish coffee glass here. So you want to fill that up just to about, I like to say a thumbnail below the top of it so you can leave room for the cream.
And it's so simple.
So it's such an easy cocktail
Yeah.
to make at home and it's so customizable, which I think is really why it's resonated with people for so long.
And it's just so
So you're just
delicious.
Absolutely. So you're just going to give it a quick stir. And then I just whipped up a little heavy whipping cream at home, but if you have a canister whipping cream, that works too. And we're just going to dollop some of that right on top. You want it to float right there. It makes that
Gorgeous.
beautiful kind of like contrast of colors.
Yeah.
I always say with an Irish coffee, you either sweeten the coffee or you sweeten the cream. So this is an unsweetened cream.
Oh, okay.
And then from there, totally optional, but again, we're going to do a little razzle dazzle today. And I have a little bit of orange infused dark chocolate, and we're just going to grate that right over the top.
Oh, that is a little razzle dazzle.
Yeah, nutmeg also works really well
Yeah.
too, or you can leave it out completely. And that is your Irish coffee. So one for me and one for you.
Well, I love the one you picked up there. The Slane it just popped in there on that cup. It looks beautiful.
Absolutely. We like
And
to
I
keep it
love
front
that
person.
you mentioned the Buena Vista. I used to live in San Francisco, and my family lives up there, and we've been going there for decades to get Irish coffee. And it's just such a great cocktail to drink during this time of year when it's cold and wet. And you know, we've got
100%.
more Irish people in America than Ireland, so it'll
Absolutely.
connect us right back to our roots. Well, thank you so much for being here on National Irish Coffee Day. I took a sip of the Slane, and you're right. Sometimes I need people to, I need the more sophisticated palate to tell me what the flavors are, and I do get the caramel and the banana, and it's delicious. Where can we find Slane whiskey?
So you can get Slane Irish whiskey delivered right to your house on Instacart, Drizzly, or Reserve Bar, or you can visit us at slaneirishwhiskey.com, and we have a map where you can find the closest liquor store to you that carries it.
Okay, perfect. Jesse, thank you so much. Happy National Irish Coffee Day, my friend.
Thank you so much.
Sláinte.
Absolutely, sláinte.
And stay there. Funky Fridays are back at Kebabland. The owner joins us after the break to talk new desserts and catering for the big game. Stay there.